My name's Hugh Greenwood. I'm from Cremorne, which is in Hobart, Tasmania. I've got a couple of nicknames. Thor's probably the main one. So I got that over in college. My coach started calling me Thor when the Avengers movies and all those started coming out with the hair, and Chris Hemsworth being an Aussie. So got a Thor a little bit here at the club, and then Greenie as well, with my last name being Greenwood. But yeah, Huey as well. There's a couple going around. All the guys that get pretty creative with their nicknames. I was a Geelong Cats fan growing up, so I remember first walking into this club, and I knew Tex and I knew Sloaney, those guys, but the first guys I got starstruck at was Dasher and Pods, just because they were Geelong boys. And so my club, Lauderdale, before they were the Bombers, they were the Cats, so I just sort of stuck on and had a few good years with them. Yeah, footy highlight, we won 3 flags in a row back down in Lauderdale, so 13s, 14s and 16s or 17s I think it was. Also represented my state. Tassie was a huge one for me as well. Anytime you represent your state or your country is a highlight for sure. Last book that I read was The Greatest Secret in the World. I love South Park. I love South Park and Family Guy. I just get away from sports when I go home, just sort of a mental break, so I watch cartoons and all those fun stuff. My first job was a basketballer, now a footy player. Nah, I never had jobs. I moved out of home when I was 15, went to the AIS, so no time for that, and then moved to college shortly after that, so I had full-time schooling, and the scholarship and the visa that I had in the States only permitted me to go to school and not have a job, so yeah, been jobless for 20 years. I always put my left foot on before my right. Left foot's kicking foot, so I always used to put that on before my right, even with basketball. It was just a habit that I took to my basketball as well, I was put my left foot on. I like to say a little prayer before every game, and you know, thank God above, and then thank my family and my friends as well, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, not too flashy in the kitchen. Once again, I was pretty lucky at AIS. They had food served on the table for me, and then same with college, they had food served for us as well. So it's funny doing all these first few things, all the, you know, M and that, you know, they expect me to know all these things, but I'm sort of sitting in, taking notes myself with the first year of the rookie guys, because I really, you know, I haven't had a chance to really cook for myself until now. So still discovering, working on my Mexican, and my past is just stuff that I know I can cook up and is going to help me on the track, but trying to, you know, extend beyond that as well. Lloyd. Yeah, after my grandfather. Yeah, I'm a massive animal fan. Dad works in the Marine Wildlife Department down in Tassie, so I've been around the ocean for a while, so I got into animals that way. My apartment here in Adelaide doesn't let me have a dog or any sort of pet, so I've got away a little bit back in the States. I had everything. I went crazy, because in Tassie you can't have reptiles as pets, so I got to the States and I had a gecko, I had turtles, I had all these different things. So a few waiting for me back in the States if I eventually go back there, but in the meantime, petless here in Adelaide. Yeah, I kind of wavered between different ones because it was one of those things I wasn't good at, so it frustrated me, so I just thought I'd try a different one. So I started off with the flute, the guitar, yeah, the trombone, all those songs. At school, it's, you know, it's just try as many things as you can. But well, I've got a pretty good spot in Henley Beach at the moment. I've got a missus there too, but if I was single and living in Henley Beach, I've got a pretty good spot, so I'll probably take it along there. It's pretty busy now, the square's finished, so I'll just take it for a walk on the beach. That's another tough one. I like to think I was pretty good. Once again, because I had that sporting reputation, I knew that if I wanted to continue playing sports, I couldn't mess up at a young age, especially going to the States and getting a visa. You couldn't afford to have any sort of criminal record in order to get a visa, so stayed out of trouble with the law. Just crossing Mum. Mum was my basketball coach growing up, so I used to get in the bad books with her. Celebrity crush? It's probably Chris Hemsworth, probably Thor, or The Rock. I love The Rock as well. I loved him as a wrestler, now as obviously as an actor as well, he's a star. Biggest fear is probably failure. I mean, that's one of those big ones. Obviously when you put all your eggs into one basket playing sports, you don't want to fail, so that's probably one. And I'm not a fan of insects either. Shocker for insects.